Alright, should be live now. You ready?
Yep.
Knockouts.
Explore.
I haven't actually done Explore yet.
I think it's just a visual bug. Because on my screen it says explore, and I noticed that on your end the position of the two spots on the map selector is opposite.
Yeah, I
Which
think it
seems
always
weird.
shows yourself in the bottom position. Oh, you mean the show selector?
No, I mean like when you open the show selector.
Yeah, for some reason at some point they just got switched. I don't really know why. Seems like on that one, people always die really fast.
Yeah, I mean with all the turbo rings, it makes sense that people would just run themselves off.
How do you feel about this map?
This map, when it was first put in Knockout, it was atrocious. Some of the obstacles were different, especially towards the end, but they fixed it, or rather, I guess they just put it to the actual version it should have been, because the image never changed, so I assume what they put in the show, what the devs put in was an old version.
I think it's better than it was before.
But yeah, the current... Yes.
I still have kind of mixed feelings about it.
The biggest thing I care about in a race map is the like fluidity of getting from the start to the finish. And on the old version, it was like if you made a single mess up, you could then never go back into a flow. While on this one, as long as you dodge like just a few things, you're good to go for the whole stretch.
Yeah, it definitely feels more fluid now.
Also, I just hate the obstacle that is that round pad that explodes. Because it's so... It's got such an awkward hitbox.
Yeah, it is pretty awkward. Where in the map do you find one of those?
On the old version, the non-updated one that was before, it had that instead of that turning wall thing, like the two pink walls up here. There's one of those now where there used to be a boom pad.
Seems like that slime path is a little faster than the middle one.
Yeah, and I think that's only a result of the momentum physics being a little different. It makes slime sliding like way, like I feel like the momentum peak is higher now.
I wonder how Speed Slider feels with the new physics.
I mean, I've played it because it's in Extreme Squads actually, which is like on as a main limited time show right now, and in terms of like speed, it feels the same, but it is more comfortable because there used to be sections where like you'd hit at an angle and then your momentum would stop, but it doesn't do that anymore from what I could tell. So it's just more fluid than it was, but that's more so it being busted before than the improvements now.
I just jumped onto that tentacle.
While it was down?
Yeah. It slammed down as I was jumping to the tile. And I'm not sure why, because there was no one else on the tile.
Yeah. They can be very delayed sometimes for some reason when people go by them. Oh, that's so yucky.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Well, may as well go next.
Yep.
One thing I've noticed about other streamers that I think is kind of funny is they'll listen to game music from other games while they're playing a game with music.
Yeah, I mean, I will say I don't, unless I am streaming the game, I don't play the music of the game because I usually either like listen to a podcast or something to the side. Because I do enjoy the Fall Guys music, but I've listened to it enough.
That's fair.
And then, I mean, with streaming, it's always easier to put on a soundtrack than a playlist because soundtracks are never like a DMCA risk except for like certain ones that may have like lyrics in them and stuff.
I think DMCA protected music is something I'm not very knowledgeable about.
I mean, I think what there's a bunch of people that do a thing where they can play music on a separate track from what the VOD on Twitch picks up, so that during the stream they can play whatever music, and then it just won't be in the VOD, so that it doesn't get any kind of restriction.
Yes, that's one way to do it. But it seems odd to me that what you can listen to on stream is different from what you can listen to in a VOD.
Well, it's because you can't play... If it's something that is only the one time during live, it's not a repeatable. Which is the same as like what you can't VOD like watching or something. Because then it's like you could then like listen to the music by using the VOD, but if it doesn't pick up there, you can't do it that way, you know?
Kind of.
Because it's like about it's like if you were to share like an image that someone put up on their paid Patreon page or something. It's all about like that you distribute something that you shouldn't that is owned by someone else.
Right, but I guess what I don't understand is why it would be okay to share it on a stream.
Because then it's only that one, like, technically, like, anyone, yes, will, like, hear it when they listen to live, but then they can't repeat that process because it's only live, and then it isn't live anymore. Like, yeah, I get, it is weird still, but...
Setup.
Generally, it still makes sense.
It's kind of annoying when people stall out games by just standing at the finish line.
Yeah, it sure is. There used to be a time when Slime Climb was like the big thing where people would just stand there, and there was a time they patched it out for some reason, I don't know why, but where the timer would be hidden the whole time and it would end at a random point once a certain amount of people had called. So then anyone who was just standing there got eliminated because it would just end spontaneously.
Interesting.
Yeah, like really the only workaround that would absolutely stop it would be to like have a set zone close to the goal where like if you remain there for a certain time you would get eliminated, but that would take a lot of coding in to get it right and not penalize someone who may just not actually be trolling.
At least stalling is not gonna be allowed in the tournament.
Yeah.
This platform's the most likely one to fall, isn't it?
I've never paid attention to if there is a certain pattern with the tile falling on this map. I just always try to make sure I'm like on the piece that can reach every other piece if possible, and then sometimes I just gamble if it's a half and half. Though I don't know how different bar jumping is now with the new physics, because it definitely is not gonna be the exact same. But I haven't really gotten to try it out yet.
I think I've seen someone jump 2 tiles without needing to jump on the bar.
I can see one way that might be doable, but that would be very precise.
There goes the other one.
Indeed.
One thing I've struggled with on this stage is avoiding grabbers. Not really sure how to do it reliably.
I mean, with under gravity, you can always go for jumping the bar sooner, because you're more floaty now. And then, I mean, honestly, even the grab timing is probably different because you can jump early. But it's also a lot about like, you could, I got so many frame drops. Oh god.
And that said,
But you could try to make sure you're never. You could try to make sure you're never in front of them in terms of like how the bar rotation goes. Though of course they could still grab from the other way, but that's more likely to kill them. So that's usually not a thing with good grabbers.
Do you ever get disconnects in this game?
Yes, but it's been a while since like a proper one. Like I think 2 or 3 updates ago was like a pretty bad time for that.
Sometimes the game is just unplayable for me because I get so many disconnects. That's a little sloppy on my part. Swiveler's actually in fan favorites, right?
If it's based on the last version of it, yes. The wiki hasn't changed according to like now, so it's not 100%, but I wouldn't think they've changed it much since there haven't been, like I said, any new surveys.
The one that I'm most unsure about is Freezy Peak.
Yeah, that one has always been very rare and been the least accessible ice map across all time, I think. Though I guess now if it is really back in that, then I think Skiffle takes its place in that department.
Oh, I messed up. Tried jumping that bar, but jumped into it.
Oh yeah, on that third wibble.
Yeah, and threw me off, so I got knocked by the other bar. Might be worth it to just practice timing out the medium and hard variants of the Swiveler in customs.
Oh, I hit the dive button by accident.
Yeah, I've made that mistake before.
Whoopsie. Hitting the dive button? Yeah. It's for me, it's left click. So there, I just like my brain to finger coordination did both my thumb and index at the same time. But I only wanted my thumb. Do you use the default controls or have you changed them up a bit?
I have changed them a little. I switched the grab and power up buttons, which may or may not have been a good idea. Because now I have jump, dive, and grab all on my thumb with power-ups as my trigger. Now during blast ball rounds, I'll do kind of a claw grip. I messed up at the start and let myself get hit by the bar. I'm also not sure whether activating the checkpoint and then jumping off actually saves time on that map.
Not really in my experience. That used to be the thing on the original Seesaw map before they patched that, because then they changed it so that you had to take a few steps on the checkpoint platform before reaching it. While before you could like dive and hit your head on the edge and yoink the check, which obviously that a lot of skipping happened.
How safe is it to just jump on the trampoline?
I mean, I'm sure the punch glove can hit me here. Yeah, like that. But it definitely makes it a bit harder for them to get the angle right.
I think putting the large discs across the whole track was a questionable decision, since it makes spawn position a lot more important.
Yeah. I just more so question the very start where like the I don't know what it's called, but the stick part of the record player is like on both sides perfectly above the point where you want to jump, and
Right.
so you'll always hit your head on that no matter, and that's like though it's very likely that all these maps were designed pre-physics change, thus you probably weren't hitting your head before with old physics.
I think they must have been. Aside from the ones that got modified after.
Oh wow. Getting frame drops on this one seems very different. Maybe ball form isn't.
It seemed like you suddenly just got held back by nothing.
Yeah, I had frame drops at that moment, and then I noticed that I didn't move at all. Felt very weird.
Well, congrats on making it anyway.
Yeah. I mean, I was just lucky that it came down to the scythe at the end being open, because that one, if it's fully down, there's just no way to get past it. And there isn't really a way to safely slow down without losing your whole momentum. Oh, and apparently that win brought me to 6,000 crowns in total.
Oh, nice.
Because of the double crown.
Is there anything you get for 6,000?
No. The current and probably forever last reward is at 4,500.
Not quite sure how I messed that up. I'm not sure whether it's better to take the hammers or ride the momentum from your slide up the stairs.
From what I can tell, you can never make it up enough of the staircase with the momentum. But of course, with the hammer, the danger is that, I guess though it's only danger if you're not looking, but that you could hit the log as it comes.
I think the furthest I've had the momentum last is 3 steps up.
Oh, the rhinos trigger if they hit a bomb too.
I think they trigger if the bomb blows up and it's in the radius.
No, like I just threw a rhino at a non-active bomb and it blew up.
When I've tried that before, it's just bounced off. I'd just be inconsistent.
Maybe there was another bomb close by.
Oh hey, I actually got someone. Seems like usually this map is just so big it's hard to get knocked off.
Ooh. Yeah, I mean, pretty much. It's like, with survivals like this, it's always gonna be very hard to kill anyone who plays for survival rather than kills.
I noticed I've been having some trouble with this one. I think I might have just been moving
Anything
around too much
particular?
instead of watching more. Not sure.
Yeah, I mean, again, this is one of the maps where the camera definitely can do a lot for you. So, keyboard is kind of advantageous on it compared to controller.
I forget whether there's a camera pan speed setting.
I mean, there is a camera sensitivity bar.
It might be worth increasing that.
What happened to them?
I don't know.
They just like went straight up somehow.
I'm not sure whether I can get that banner before the next, or before the tournament. That was
As in
40
like the
crowns away.
crown reward, or
It's the purple name tag one.
the one with graffiti.
It's the
Someone I can recall with purple.
290 crown reward. Someone bumped into me. And that was just me being dumb. I'm just not gonna bother with the hexes.
Yeah, I mean, those last timers are definitely very good to take. They always cover the full gap. Alright, well, yeah, I think you walked along the side, right? Which also works out.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Well, I haven't tried taking those hammers. It just looks risky. But if it always sends you all the way across, I guess it isn't.
Yeah, just always make sure you cut in from the front, like jumping in from the sideways. You don't ever want to like go from under it, if that makes sense. Uh-oh. I'm dead.
It looked like there was someone right next to you. Couldn't tell whether you were getting grabbed or something.
Yeah. Nah, they were chilling. I thought they would go for grab, but they were chill. Though they died with me, so I guess it didn't matter.
I usually try to position myself far from the gaps just to minimize the risk of getting stranded. This probably isn't the best place to be. Oh, okay.
Oh, well, it didn't matter.
They just all got fanned.
Yeah.
I'm only 32 crowns away from
Which,
it.
to be fair, the fan is a... Yeah, because there's double crown going on right now. But I would say it's probably harder with the fan now because of the gravity. Because you jump higher, fall slower, so you spend more time in the air flow depending on how you adjust for jumping in it.
Yeah, if it
Obviously,
passes
one should
by at
never
the time you
jump
have to
while
jump.
inside the airflow, but yeah.
Time to just stand around.
Yeah. Or die instantly. Haven't had that
What
happen
got
in a
you
while.
there?
The Saturn planet.
I think that might have been my first time getting the easy variant since the update.
Yeah, it's been very frequent with the 5 cannon plus scythe in the middle.
The thing that gets me is when it ricochets off the scythe in the middle. Or that one time I didn't know there was a 5 cannon variant, so I wasn't looking at them.
I mean, to be fair, the general like safe spots are still the same. You just have to adjust slightly sideways depending on where the extra cannon shoots.
And actually having your camera panned up so you can see what's coming out of them. thought I was about to get thrown off by the thing tilting, so I compensated for it, but then that didn't happen. Oh well. Probably had time to pick that up and throw it. That was weird.
Yep.
Wait, what?
Oh wow. Oh, and then they died anyway.
How did they push me so fast?
Probably... Probably server-side desync where it hadn't registered the ball in your hands yet or something, and so like he could grab onto the ball rather than you. There's something weird sometimes when grabbing someone who's recently picked up a ball.
Just unfortunate in that case, I guess.
Oh, I missed that.
This one's not popular enough to be in fan favorites, is it?
If I remember, it's not on the list. I think it used to be on some of the old ones, but yeah. The only one I honestly question being on the fan favorites based on the last iteration is Dizzy Heights, which I can only figure is there because it's a classic Season 1 map. Because I don't think anyone can honestly say they like that map very much, because it is like the easiest one out of the race maps.
I'm pretty indifferent on that one, I think. And I'm alt-tubbed. I've never had that happen before.
Oh? What would that be?
That pink turning thing with the holes in it ended up knocking me off.
Oh, that is weird. I always thought the floor for that one is kind of wonky. I know it's because it's hard set to that, like, it always has to have the round floor under it. But it makes it so you can't slide on the slime where it is under.
It's weird because when I initially dive onto it, I don't slide, but then when I jump slide afterwards, it does work. I'm not quite sure why it works that way.
Cool. Ooh.
I'm getting grabbed a lot over here. Oh, that was a mistake. Somehow survived.
Oh, what? That didn't get thrown at all.
That was risky.
Ooh, close.
That was... I guess this is what we're doing now.
Oh. Oh, we got him.
I'm not really sure how much good practicing on these custom levels really does.
I mean, as a base, it does still practice every aspect of the mechanical, the mechanisms of the gameplay, you know. And obviously, like, learning the map routes is like the only thing you'll get from practicing the specific maps, really. I'd say with the exception of Little Leapers, because mechanically that one is very much more momentum based than the others.
Right.
At least if you want to do it quickly.
Not sure what then practicing Blast Gone is gonna do. Blast Gone just feels like random explosions everywhere.
Oh yeah, I mean, these survival maps are not, because that's the difference and the main complaint of people talking about the creative survivals is they're all just the PvP focused with the rhino bombs and normal bombs. Like, there isn't any featured creative survival that is actually about obstacle dodging. Which the classic ones are. Like this one.
And that was interesting. I jumped on top of the swivel thing and it just carried me forward. I've seen custom levels kind of like the Swiveler before, but I guess none of them made it into the knockout pool.
There's no way to know unless they reveal how they gauge them, but I think it's mostly just based on the amount of plays that the maps have. And some of them are made by, some of the ones that are in the featured pool are made by like streamers and stuff, so it's like pretty obvious why they have a lot of plays.
Right. Oh, that's unfortunate. I thought the ball would basically go straight because it rolled up straight, but it ended up curving into me.
Yeah, I always fear the most when they do roll up in a straight line, because then it can vary a lot how wide they go coming down. Oh! Well,
Ew.
that's cool, I guess.
I think it was last night. I got that map a couple of times where the rhinos just didn't spawn.
Yeah, there seems to be a weird... I don't know if it's just like the server side solely being like weird with timers, but I've had it before where like they spawn at different times for different players, and that I saw someone play and like it kept refreshing the same spot over and over and over and stuff like that. So like the timers for that respawn on those seems very broken.
You should probably fix it if they have it in the main rotation. The one time they just weren't spawning for anyone. It wasn't just me because no one else was throwing at rhinos. I got knocked off the middle there.
Yeah, it can be really crowded in the middle of the start there because everyone assumes it's faster, but honestly, it's not really a difference. At least from what I can tell.
How do you get the speed boost to carry you all the way across when you're using the bounce pads in this part?
I just wait or wait at the start.
The one where you can either go straight across the bounce pads or go to the side with the slime slide and then the bounce stair things.
Okay, yeah, so you do mean, yeah, because that was hard to figure out, because it seemed when I first did it that it wasn't lit up right, but you just have to wait a bit longer than you'd think before diving onto the first one of the bouncers, and then it'll easily carry you to the second one.
And I've made it to the second bouncer by delaying my dives, but when I do that, my speed boost wears off before I'm able to get to the edge. So I'm not quite sure what I'm doing wrong there.
Or maybe jumping... Are you maybe jumping too early from the platform to the first bouncer?
I guess that's possible. I think there are a lot more people over on that side than on this side.
Actually, this side is kind of empty right now.
There's
But
no
they
way I can get
made
that.
this one brutal with how little time you get.
And sometimes I can get 10 points really quickly, but sometimes it just takes forever. Did I mess that up?
Yeah, because it's all just the random.
Yeah, I'm not
the
getting
spawn of
this.
the rings.
Unless a golden hoop spawns right here.
Yeah, that one is so brutal and like not in a good way.
It's how many players there are. Sometimes it just seems like you need to get lucky with the hoop spawns.
Holy. Holy. Oh, that bomb's just up there now. Unless. Oh,
Boo.
well, I should have figured that would happen. I did throw my bomb over there.
It happens. I just think it's kind of funny sometimes.
It
when
is hard to
people-
tell sometimes if the...
Sorry, go ahead.
Hmm? No, you can go ahead.
I was just gonna say I think it's funny when people just hide on that map. How do I increase the camera sensitivity? Here we are.
Yeah, it's hard to tell sometimes if a ball has fallen past where it affects the blocks or not.
Honestly, I think leading light is kind of annoying.
Yeah, it also seems recently that it's done more of this, where it just circles in the middle and keeps turning on itself.
I honestly think airtime is better. That one only takes like 30 seconds.
Yeah, airtime is way better. It was pretty goofy when it was initially in squads too, though, because like everyone would still get the same amount of point gain, so any team who had anyone fall off would just not qual.
The skill ceiling for it is probably lower than most stages.
Yeah, I mean, I think most people don't realize that, like, you could just walk forwards off the edge on airtime and you'd land on a secure platform.
Right. I have to say, I'm not sure how skill-based matchmaking works in this game.
I don't really know the qualifiers either. It used to be like 3 or 4 tiers, where most new players mid, high, and like extreme, I guess. Or it was just high consolidated, but that's still unfair because like there's multiple levels of like the hardcore players and then the really sweaty ones. So like I think the only place where the gameplay is normal was like the mid-range. And then there's all thing of like if you go as a party into solos, it will dice roll. So like it won't automatically just choose the highest based off of if someone in your team is the highest, but it will like roll the dice on which player it will gauge the thing off of, which is obviously
That's really
pretty
weird.
random. Oh, don't know how I managed that.
I think if you do end up standing on the edge, you need to be careful not to let it just drop you.
Yeah, I just jumped off of it a bit too early, so I was still too lean to actually land on it. I don't know if that works anymore, but there used to be you could jump onto the trapeze handle and just stand on it. And then you would, on that map, that would mean an auto win, obviously.
Yeah, that seems kind of game breaking.
Yeah, I mean, that map is the only one where that would make an advantage. In the race ones, it does not matter.
Right. I'm in kind of an awkward spot here, I think. Oh gosh.
Oh, your whole corner just blew up.
I'm not sure what I could have done better there, other than go for the ball sooner.
Oh, I wish you would have went with it. Ah, that was close. No, not right in the hole. It does feel inconsistent sometimes how much air control you get going down.
I'm not quite sure what would... Well, it's probably based on... Yeah, that wouldn't make sense. Hello?
Oh, error loading rewards. Cool. Yeah, I got the bug where it doesn't load the end screen.
For a second there, I thought my internet cut out because... Well, I couldn't hear you, and... It looked like something was happening with my OBS, but I guess not.
Oh, that's way faster
I
than I thought I
overshot.
would go. What the hell? Ah!
Oh, did I
I
bump
knew
into
we would
you
collide
there?
at one point there. Yup.
Not sure whether taking the bounce pads or the fist is faster.
The fist doesn't carry you the whole way, so it's definitely the bounce pads, from what I can tell. Oh no.
What happened?
I was on the bouncy and someone punched me into mid.
I was gonna see how far across the map I could launch that other box. I've done that pretty far before. Bouncing it off the trampoline and then across the slime. Can you hold the puncher with someone on your back?
I was gonna test that, but they just jumped off of me. I guess we'll test it next time.
I know when you do things like launch rhinos, it pops them off.
Yeah, I mean, anything that makes the person that carries ragdoll would definitely eject.
I found that out when we were doing that server practice and you all jumped on that bar to see whether it would take you. I had Ben next on my back, and when I jumped and launched that rhino, it just popped him off.
I'm dead.
I'm surprised I'm still alive because I've messed up.
If you use a power-up of any kind, it will release the person that's hugging or being carried by you.
Seems like going for the blast balls is really risky. Because someone can just throw a rhino at you and
Yeah, very much so.
you just don't have anywhere to land. And that was some weird ricocheting. I almost just ran off the edge. sure whether I should have just been standing there with that watermelon coming at me.
Unfortunate.
Why did you end up switching to VTubing?
Because I don't think I'll ever do face cam, and so it felt like the more natural way, because I don't want to not have anything there. Also because I just got really into VTubers, like what could it have been? It was either, I think it was like 2021 when I really got it.
Makes sense. I did it partially for the anonymity, and partially just because I wanted a cute avatar. It's probably weird to want to be a VTuber when you don't really watch VTubers much to begin with. But that's kind of the boat I'm
Yeah,
in.
I feel like there's some where you can tell it's very much like people just jumping on the trend of VTubers being popular. But I think every sphere will always have those type of people anywhere.
I was kind kind of confused by what you were doing. Just walking into that pole. I didn't know you could go around like that.
I can do that now without living. Yep, most people don't. Because, I mean, it's not really a thing you would innately think to do. Oh, well, okay. Are those quicker now, or is it just because the jump is different? Probably the jump is.
Not sure.
Holy. That makes me think that flippers have definitely gotten worse. Because they were always bad, but most people must have died to the flippers at the very end there.
I think they're almost certainly worse.
Oh, it didn't give you the ball? That's so
a ball
wild.
spawn. I feel cheated.
Oh, you won still though?
Did they both throw?
Yeah. One of them threw early. And then the alien, I don't know if they got hit by the axe there or something else. But... Wait, what? The game just gave me 2 crowns from that, but I didn't even get to the final.
Did you get crown shards from dailies or something?
I got 20, which didn't even fill the thing. So I guess the double is broken somehow.
I noticed before. How did I mess that up? When I was doing the season pass, that the 60 crown shards I was getting wasn't giving me a crown after a win. I'm just getting the 1 crown for the win.
Oh yeah, the ones in that have always been bugged to where it doesn't visually show that on the result, or like it doesn't show the progress on the result screen, but it does give you the stuff. Oh, jumped too early.
I didn't notice that they removed the gold, silver, and bronze medals from a lot of the hunt rounds. And I'm not sure why.
I mean, ever since free to play, they've always been for show anyway, because the medals don't give anything themselves. Well, actually recently they did make it so you get a little bit more points, but it's like the difference is very minimal.
I got blown up.
On which section? Wow, okay, that doesn't make much sense.
I think that final was just unpredictable in general.
I mean, for me that was just weird, because in my experience, from at least where he visually was on my end, in terms of distance from me, he shouldn't have been able to hit me with that run, because whenever I'm too close to someone, it just goes over their head, because it spawns from like above your head.
I'm not quite sure what the range is for that. Ah.
I wonder how Skiffle plays with the new physics, but I don't think there's any show that would have it play, unfortunately.
Is there a snow level custom?
No. The only one that's like specific to a theme is the Jungle Jumble, I think it's called. Something like that. It's all of the season 5 maps, which was the jungle theme. Well, I say all, but they removed Bubble Trouble from it, probably because it was too broken.
I think they've got that hammer fling timing down. Oh, I messed that up.
Yeah, it's not the worst.
Seems like taking that side path is just way slower.
Yeah, you put yourself completely at the mercy of the timing of those pink floors.
Most times that. Classic Fall Mountain. not want to take that?
Well, it's better that someone who actually gains something from crowns gets it.
I guess that's fair.
In my opinion. Though I suppose I could have tested the tie thing, but I'm pretty certain the times that I have run from now that they've made it impossible to tie it.
That when we were doing squads before that you tie it on Lost Temple or something.
The only one I remember, at least from the very most recent practice session, there was a tie on the ball final. Which makes sense, because that's still the latency of putting multiple people over the quad line, while the crown grab is its own entity, what did I say? So they probably changed the coding of the crown itself.
My dive didn't register there. Oh hey, I actually made it.
Yeah.
That was weird. It's like I kind of bounced on the floor there.
From the slide down, or?
Yeah, after jumping off the slime.
Yeah, I mean, the floor can give a tiny bounce sometimes if you hit it hard. From not directly above, that is.
So is it from here?
Yeah, damn, don't even have to dive there. Hmm? I mean, yeah, you did the jump completely fine. trying to learn the timing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, for that one, you absolutely have to know. Like, if you jump once you see it, it's too late. So, like, you have to predict it. Oh, what the hell? I just accidentally animation cancelled myself.
Wait, why did you cancel with what?
Okay, so I don't know if that works with any emote, but I was playing my Kazoo emote, and then at the very end when it like the emote wears off, you haven't fully returned to your normal state yet, and then I dove as the emote was like going down, and so then my dive didn't have the dive animation.
That's really weird. That person just tried to kill me.
It looks so funny too, because then it's just me flopping over. Oh, that's so silly. I love it. Oh, that bolt's just on there.
I'm surprised this person hasn't tried to kill me yet.
Oh.
Is that the one who tried to kill me last round?
Ooh, I got myself with that. Unfortunate. Ooh.
Caused a chain reaction over there.
What a combo on those two. Yeah.
That was completely the wrong direction. You gotta be careful not to dive off the edge.
Yeah. Nice.
How long does the double crown last?
I don't know. Maybe it says on the announcement thing. I don't know. Those kind of events is usually like a week or two. Oh.
Did you mess up the bar boost or something?
Yeah, well, I did the bar boost, right? But then it knocked me into the baller, so it basically meant nothing in the end.
If had it just launched me over the side before.
Oh, like full over the wall to the
Yeah.
edge?
That person just tried to wreath me.
Oh.
But it didn't work. And it slowed me down, but I didn't fall.
Yeah.
So close.
Of course.
Can you fall off the web or something?
Twice, yeah. On the middle part and the end part.
There's never tried just walking along the strands of the web.
I mean, it works well on the end part because there's one that's just straight down the middle. I feel like for the ones that aren't just a straight up line, it's not really good.
I think being able to pan my camera faster is helping. Wait, almost walked under that.
Do you only pan it in between moving, or can you do it at the same time?
I can do it. Wait, what exactly are you asking?
Like, are you how do I say it? Are you confident enough to move the camera while moving fully, or do you only move it mostly when you're standing still?
I do move it while I'm moving, but sometimes that can cause me to just walk off the edge, which only really happens when there's a lot going on, like in Blast Ball.
Oof. Man, people are shoving me into the middle path. Why? I don't like being here. How was it? Did you say that you don't know very much about VTubing?
It's not really. As far as I know, it's just using a virtual avatar. But I know some people make it a whole character to play.
But surely you must have watched someone doing it before deciding yourself to do it.
Yeah. I think it was mainly just Gura's Fly Me to the Moon cover.
That's a pretty good song.
I've heard lots of different versions of it. And honestly, I think my least favorite is probably the original. I'm just not a fan of Frank Sinatra's singing style.
Well, yeah, the original is like very slow, isn't it? I think I've seen people always talk about how all the covers are like faster pace. At least just lyrically.
Why did I just knock you off?
Although, of course, to match the beat would also have to. No, I mean, it's possible, but there were other people there too. I ragdolled off of something. And my timing for the hammer wasn't ideal. Well, I think it takes more to get ragdolled now when you got your feet on the ground. It's definitely easier to get ragdolled midair.
I think that tracks with my experience.
Holy. Hey, I got the first kill. Yippee.
Not sure whether this is a good thing, but when a glass bowl comes towards me, my instinct is to grab it.
I mean, that used to be way more viable, but At least just in my own experience, the only reliable way is to jump. Because that's the only way you can guarantee getting launched vertically whatsoever. Because the worst thing that can happen is that you go purely sideways from the launch.
Right.
Holy. What? Oh, come on. Oh, that's... Whoa, what the hell happened to the ball? What? How did that not affect him at all? Ooh, you got me.
This is what happened last game when the entire thing ended up falling. Oh, here we are.
Yeah.
But the other person just kept chasing
Final
me,
can't be timed out.
holding me.
Yeah, because it's the only way to make sure that you can't launch a ball at them without hitting yourself. You know?
Right. It always feels dirty throwing the ball underneath the stage, under someone though.
Yeah, but an underball usually always gives them vertical anyway, so it's not too hard to land again after. I mean, once I threw a ball under and then they fell where I threw the ball and it launched them back onto the platform, so that was funny.
I'm not sure that I've seen that happen before.
I've seen it twice, I'm pretty sure. And obviously, you know, it can't really be... I mean, I get it can be staged like you do it intentionally, but yeah. That would be very hard.
Not sure whether diving at the end there is a good idea.
That was something I haven't seen before.
What happened?
The Among Us Peanut got hit by the bar at the very end, so they got hit into that rainbow and thrown under the goal and fell off.
In case that happened to someone else earlier too.
Oh, come on.
I did not know there was a lip there.
Yeah, there's... It's always wonky sometimes with objects that are like supposed to be subtly against each other, but then it's like...
Getting stuck on that lip kind of caused a chain of mistimings because then that shutter closed on me just as I reached it. And then I got pushed around by the cannon.
It just isn't giving us the cat map, so we can't test the grab theory.
Oh yeah. I think it's supposed to be Meow FO Royale, and it just looks like Meow Fo Royale.
Yeah. One of the downsides that the map titles are all in caps.
Right.
I see they still haven't fixed the visual bug I keep getting on this map. At certain angles when I look at an ice block, it just has like a super bright, weird, like inverted light source.
I don't think I've seen that before.
Oh.
One thing about this map is the fact that the terrain breaks definitely discourages trying to take out someone next to you.
Yeah. But usually there's always a way to go, like travel to another place.
Ray, how did that person fall?
I don't know, they were like trying to follow after you or something, I don't know. Oof.
I had kind of a rough start because I got caught behind that wall.
Yeah. Oh, there is one thing I want to test on this map too. Oh wait, but I can't because you're not here.
When exactly did you want to test?
If you can, well, two things actually. If you can hold someone piggyback that is invisible, and if you can hold someone while you are invisible. Because I just think the idea is funny of two people being invisible and grabbing on each other.
That would be funny. Though, I'd imagine it's like the rhinos where if you use it with someone on your back, they'll pop off, but if you turn invisible,
No, yeah, I'm thinking like
put someone on your back while you're invisible.
Yeah.
Or would that make you visible again?
So many scientific questions. We simply must find the answer.
When I was playing Phasmophobia with my friends, I found this bug where if you're holding an item while you disconnect from the lobby, it'll just float in the air. And it'll stay floating for everyone else. So if you keep rejoining, picking something up, leaving, then you can just have a bunch of items floating in the air.
Are they then interactable by the other people, or?
Yes, they can still be picked up.
Okay, yeah. Because if it not, that would have been a pretty game-breaking thing. Although I guess not really, though, because you, as long as someone lives, all the items, none of the items go away, right?
I think it's whether the person who bought them lives. It's been quite a while since I played.
Could I get a lost temple? No.
If you turn invisible and then ask someone to carry you, you've got to turn visible again, right?
I can't do the piggyback call actually. So it seems you can't do it. You can't trigger the piggyback request while in this. this is tough.
It's like they have multiple people fighting for land over there, though.
Oh.
Almost.
Yeah, that was very tight. There was no spot that had like way more.
Right?
Oh, my reward screen is bugged again. Blah.
And that's fun. When people get stuck in matchmaking without ever finding a lobby, is that a desync where the game thinks you're not in queue?
I'm not sure. I just know that like it is a, you just sit there and it never puts you in anything. And it doesn't disconnect you either, so you have to manually close out of it. I'm not very familiar with Twitch, but I think I heard at some point that they don't actually have thumbnails, at least not for streams. For a stream that's live, they will always select like a certain point and then change it throughout the stream, and, like just a screen cap. So sometimes it's very funny out of context and stuff, but for VOD, yeah, I don't think you can select a thumbnail for the VOD, but you can highlight an entire stream VOD and then you can make a thumbnail for that. And that's a way to permanently keep a VOD too, since like for affiliates, and I know for me, I think my VODs disappear after 2 weeks. I know some places there's like a month, some have like half a year.
Do YouTube VODs disappear? I don't think I've had that happen.
As far as I can tell from anyone that I watch that do stream on YouTube, those don't go away unless the person manually deletes them.
Yeah, that jump around the side is pretty nifty.
Yeah, I mean, it's also like I think with this map in particular, no matter what like cheeky extra thing you do, none of it matters because there's no skips at the end anyway. And that's like, because everyone is limited to the speed of the hoverboard anyway, so like you can't outrace anyone.
I'm always paranoid about getting hit by that roller.
Hey, why are you attacking me?
The opportunity was taken.
Oh, I got both of them.
I released that a little too late.
Ooh.
That was weird. The ball just kind of landed on my head. It just forced me down into the platform.
Oh. What?
Well, that was
That's pretty funny.
something. I don't know, you were just standing there emoting. So I didn't want to throw it.
Could have probably dropped it off the side. Though, of course, learning how to drop a ball without hitting someone isn't something you need, at least for the tournament. Because there
Right?
won't be any of that happening there.
Were you planning on being a stream captain?
I mean, I'm definitely very fitting in terms of the... like, just like all the mechanical knowledge that I'm aware of and such. But the issue is my internet's not always the most stable, and apparently very recently my CPU's become really frequent in overheating and stuff, so I would not be reliable enough.
Someone got launched by the hammer straight into me.
Oh, really?
It was kind of that crocodile to leave that hex. The person behind them would have been screwed if they broke it.
Haven't seen the triple bar in quite a bit. Did a berry get you?
It's kind of... It was more that the two bars were just moving at basically the same speed. I honestly think Jump Party is harder than Jump Showdown.
Considering the variations they can have, definitely. Because I mean, if Jump Showdown had Turbo Baller, people would not be timing it out as often, for sure. The fan also is not as deadly as the berries by a mile. Though the fact the entire floor is intact, I would say still makes it easier, at least just dealing with the base bars. Have you seen anyone
Not
time
sure
out
why,
this
but
one?
I'm not... Well, I haven't actually seen it happen, but I know kind of how it works. I have not done it successfully.
Yeah. Yeah. That's one thing where controller players have a way easier time doing, because on keyboard you cannot slowly walk. I mean, I can like light tap the key, but it's not the same. So yeah, I have never successfully pulled off like doing the thing.
I think we did time it out in duos.
Hey.
But
yeah, because for some
like...
reason now, whenever it's a squad mode, they've reduced the timer of it. So in solos, every final is 5 minutes, but they've adjusted that, so in quads and duos, it's shorter. I wonder if they've changed it on last ball as well, because then you could potentially time that out as well. Because I think the last platform falls at 3.5 minutes.
It's a 3-minute timer for most rounds, right? It's just the finals that are 5.
Yeah. Though usually like race rounds don't really time out. Except for the ones where people can actually drag it out, which would be like Slime Climb, Slime Scraper.
I've seen it happen on big fans a couple times.
Oh yeah, that one too. Yeah, that's just a big platform at the end. So. Although yeah, depending on the mode, because like back when Extreme was a regular thing, or actually even just when the map was new, people were so bad at it that it would naturally time out.
Not quite sure why, but I see
Classic.
that was pretty funny. That it seemed to be swallowing
You
a
were
lot
saying
of
something?
air, and I'm not sure why.
Oh. Are you like getting burpy or something?
Or just a lot of movement in my chest with the air trying to escape, I guess. It's pretty uncomfortable.
Should maybe look into that if it keeps going.
It might just be because I'm talking a fair amount. I don't usually talk much.
Yeah, I've noticed that in the practices, but of course there's also the aspect of there being a lot of people in those, and usually at least one or two of them are very talkative.
Yeah, it's a lot harder to talk when there's a group. Especially when you don't want to interrupt people.
Yeah.
People are way too crowded together. Getting bumped around a lot.
Oh no. Why did I dive there? That
Wait,
would've
you
been
just bumped
fine.
me off.
Did I? By flying into you?
Yeah. What were we gonna test here again?
If you can hold the punch bag while carrying someone.
Oh yeah. It looks like they're already taking over on this side.
Yeah. Oh, here's a free one. Oh, you just...
Alright, got it. Alright.
Oh, yeah.
Apparently it works.
Oh! Brutal. Great job.
That said,
It looks like you didn't recover from that. What even really? I mean, you must have landed like against the wall of that, right?
yeah. What kind of name is Luffy IQ 25?
I don't know. I guess they either really like or really don't like One Piece or something. Wow, I almost got that. That would have been crazy.
That almost knocked me off. no.
Oh no. Whoa, what? Did that ball land on me as I jumped? Oh, I got doubled.
I think that was a case where grabbing the ball is what got me killed.
Did you get horizontally shot away, or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Either that or it was just the angle I was holding it. So that was kind of a weird interaction.
Oh yeah.
I bounced the rhino off of the bounce pad midair. And it got bounced back, but its direction didn't change, so then it just ran back towards the pad after it landed.
Oh.
I thought you were gonna take the hex on the right side. It's like the one on the left.
On the last section, or?
Yeah. Taking the one on the right is a little faster. seen people take some interesting shortcuts on this map, but I'm not sure they're really worth learning.
I saw someone try going for a skip on that corner, but I don't think... Because it doesn't reach anything.
I kind of slowed myself down a lot. Oh. That was really bad.
Oh no.
Can't say I've done that before.
And there's 2 people over there just waiting.
Yeah, I'm not gonna make it.
What was it that knocked you down?
I dove onto that bouncy thing to jump onto the ledge, but it knocked me off the side instead of bouncing me upward. So I probably shouldn't dive onto it again and just stick to jumping. I think the weirdest start I've had to this map is when all the blue tiles fell before any of the orange tiles.
I always like when it splits like that, because it's like, oh, anything could happen. Uh-oh.
Good luck. Dang.
That was a close one.
That looked really weird with the latency.
I can imagine.
Is that a grabber?
Yeah, he died for it.
Kinda sucks when that happens.
I mean, I'm never too iffed about it as long as the person grabbing it dies. Which, I mean, they always should in that scenario. Unless I'm like 200 ping or something. But I mean, if you do get grabbed from behind, which is the proper way, it's like... Yeah.
The way I see it is, if they don't die when doing it, that's them outplaying you, but if they do die, then that's just them being stupid and sacrificing themselves to take you out.
No, because in solos even more so, they never have the intention of dying themselves.
Right.
So I think it's funny that they die trying to play it offensive.
And that was nasty. I tried going around the corner to catch up with the beam, but then the beam turned around, and then the wall came up behind me. You wanted to test the invis thing here, right?
Yeah. Like, if it's possible at all for either person to be invis and carry. Okay, so yeah, you're invis. What if I ask you and you respond?
It's just not letting me pick you up.
It just does it after first off. Yeah.
I pick you up, then turn invisible.
Yeah.
Wait, did that automatically trigger your invisibility?
No, I did it myself. No. Okay, let's see. Holy. And it should take me off of you when you do it, as far as I know.
So if you go
Do you not have any
now,
image left?
Oh, I do.
Well, that will
I know
take
it
me off.
popped
I know
you
that.
off last time.
Yeah. Because yeah, if I do it, it also just takes me off.
No invisible piggybacking, I guess.
Yeah, no cheeky backers. I do wonder who dies first if you jump into slime with someone on you, because I know in terms of qualling, the one carrying will get the first across the finish line.
I think it's the one carrying, at least if you're falling down into the slime. Seems like even with that shortcut, it's just faster to go left instead of right.
Yeah. So it's just a bad RNG to spawn right side.
That person bumped me back.
Ow.
And then I... Let's not mess that up this time. Yeah, that person went for the blast balls.
Oh. Oh, and it closed right as they were above it. So sad.
I think that's what we call a lucker noob.
I was juggling this guy because I kept timing it so I would have a new run on him when he fell down every time. So funny. Dang it.
It's very unpredictable.
Whoa, that just turned my
Rhino
camera
will
around.
turn
What
around.
the fuck?
Wait, your camera got turned around?
Yeah, like I got launched straight up and then my camera did like a third of a circle turnaround. I don't know. It wasn't a 180, that's for sure. Risky to do close range right now.
That was completely the wrong direction.
Oh.
Oh.
Watermelon finished the job.
That was kind of anticlimactic.
Yeah. It just got deposited in the hole.
I think races generally should probably have a player count that reflects their width so that people aren't just getting bumped around too much.
What's an example where you think it's too narrow, though?
The first one that comes to mind is probably track attack.
It still has alternate path, like you can be top or bottom, and honestly the bottom is wide enough for everyone. Top one is more about that it's so thin that it is hard to be up there even without the player collision. This one is where like it's not a problem of if you know how to control your momentum well.
That person is glitching out on my screen.
Which one?
Oh gosh. The one that was over here with the punchy box. They're just flying. They're kind of flickering all over over my screen now.
There's no one.
I have no idea where they actually are.
On my screen. What is their getup?
They're moving way too fast for me to tell.
Weird.
I think he was the one in the top corner.
Well, in solos, that screen is different for every individual, so.
The name was EJ, and then some numbers. You have a bandana or something.
Oh, I just got
Rhinos didn't
the
spawn
camera
here.
turn again. What the fuck? Jesus. I'm just gonna hide it behind this cube.
People are throwing rhinos at each other over here, but they're not spawning for me.
Well, surely it's not us against each other.
Oh, I think it is.
Yep.
Good luck.
Good luck to you as well. Ooh.
Don't really have a solid grasp on the ball physics.
Yeah, the direction the beam or your player character faces matters, and in terms of like spotting the ball, I would say always just judge based on the circle rather than looking at the ball itself. Because I mean, both if you have a problem with depth perception, otherwise, but also just because the delay of the ball with latency
Right.
can really hurt looking at it. No, that's okay.
And that was almost a
It
nice
just
save.
stopped moving.
That was not good.
Yeah, it's always
Think you've
just
got
like
this.
so over when it doesn't go up when you hit it. Oh, that's why the ball kept moving, because it's not over. I was wondering why the ball landed.
Have you ever seen anyone time out the
Oh yeah, is this the
overtime?
banner that you're about to get?
Yeah, it is.
Not overtime. I don't... On this map, no. I don't even know what that would be. I know on Tail Tag, the team one, it just keeps resetting the timer. Well, because yeah, I guess that overtime is different since it still puts a timer on. While here it's just first to go. I mean, I guess I would just keep going because golden goal also just keeps going forever.
I think I read on the wiki that the overtime can time out, and then neither player qualifies, which is kind of dumb because if they're good enough to time out the overtime, then
I mean, there's both sides of it. It could be that they're both equally matched in terms of being good, but it could also be that they're equally matched in being bad.
well, presumably if
'cause I
they're
know
bad,
you can
then
time
one
out
of them
Fall
would
Mountain
drop the
too,
ball
but-
eventually.
No, but I'm saying if they're both equally bad, but just enough to get it across. Because, like, you know, there's still a level of how well you can hit the ball over and not be the most defendable thing ever.
I guess that's true.
Yeah, because
I
like you
guess
can
in
time out
that
crown
case, they
funnel
would
too,
be
and then
equally
obviously that
intermediate.
doesn't give anyone the win. Something like that, yeah.
Once the platform stops or starts tilting, can the tentacle just not
Oh,
slam
you
down
can
on
do
you?
that on the bottom too? Hmm?
Oh, that was weird. I don't think you're gonna be able to beat this person in a timeout, judging from that.
Yeah, I know. I recognize their name too. Oh wait, oh, so that works now again? Interesting.
I'm gonna have to try that next time.
It seems you can do it off of the pillar now, which they had patched before, but I guess they undid that somehow. Oh.
Maybe the new physics? Guess they messed it up.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's obviously still not a free win, like. Yeah, honestly, it's safer. I mean, it's harder, but safer to do the eking onto the side of the platform, because then at least you would just have to stand on it. While with him, he had to make sure he was balancing on the very top of a round bouncy surface, so...
I should probably eat something after this.
That sounds about right. We've been going for a bit now.
Yeah, almost 4 hours. I messed that up. I ended up diving onto the second pad instead of the first.
Oh, that part.
Wasn't a big deal, but a little bit of time loss.
Oh yeah, I guess you hit the wall, probably. That's momentum lost from that.
you think the positioning of those needle arms right where you need to jump is intentional?
Well, again, the maps were definitely designed for the old physics, so I don't think so. And because the maps were obviously created before, because otherwise they wouldn't have been out for them to use at launch of the update. And it's obviously not like they got to pre-test the new physics in the builder, so.
I kind of messed up the slide at the end.
Yeah,
So
I saw.
from second down to like
I mean, everyone kind of
fifth.
messed it up, but I guess. Yeah, there was someone else who was gonna beat me, but then got hit by the hammer or something.
Is that usually safe to just jump dive from the first to the third block?
Yeah. It is for sure. I mean, I think the only way that wouldn't work is if no one else jumps onto the first block after you, because then it doesn't get tilted up at all in the front. That's the only way I can imagine that not working out. Ooh. Oh no, I got hit. But oh no, I'm just getting walloped by this over and over.
The Edis
I got
launched
hit
me
straight up twice
upwards
and just juggled.
straight into a ball.
Oh damn, really?
Well, that was an interesting note to end it on. But thanks for joining.
Yeah. I'm always done with playing not alone in this game. Because I think it's insufferable to be alone with this.
I think it's more fun. I'll probably see you at the next server practice.
Yeah.
Fine. I hope you have a nice rest of your morning, I guess.
Yeah, well, you have a good one.
Thank you. You too.